Hey, what's up guys? I'm the T-Bone186 and welcome to the Vlogosphere! I'm also your crusader of logic and a dictator of cynicism. Now, YouTube audience, do you know what I hate? Do you know what I really hate? Shaving and having my text ignored and really hot girls that are just slightly under the age of 18. But shaving. You like that little thing I just did there? That was classic T-Bone186. Classic as in 2011. But anyway, the reason I shaved, for one, people kept telling me I looked homeless. Okay? And these are some beautiful women that were telling me that. And two, I felt it was time for a change. But lesson learned. Don't do things just because people tell you to do them. Because now I feel horrible. Because maybe, just maybe, I fucking missed my facial hair. But that's okay, it's growing back. Speaking of things I hate, number 5. Stoner culture. Now, you can't come on here and say, hey, but you've never done it. Bullshit! I've done it. I've probably gotten stoned like at least 50 times. Enough times to know that I don't like it. But what I really don't like, and I haven't seen this in a while, but in 2012 some of my friends were like, yo man, you gotta follow the stoner code and do this and live this life and be a hippie. Yes, sorry. You're not a fucking hippie just because you smoke a plant. That doesn't all of a sudden make you a hippie. You still use technology and Facebook. You live in a house and you watch TV. You don't do that. You don't eat that bag of chips because you have the munchies. No. If you're a hippie, you live outside. You believe in all natural things. The world is your ashtray. Isn't that funny? But people never think of the world as our ashtray when we look at the houses. Because the houses, the buildings, the cars are all the ashes from the human beings on this planet. It's a lot bigger than just a cigarette that's thrown out the window, and I know that was irrelevant, but that's not the point! Okay, enough of that. Number 4. The Raelian theory. Now this one I got some of my friends upset that practice the Raelian theory, ancient astronaut theory, whatever. First thing, the Raelian theory is not a religion because an alien is not a deity, therefore it is not holy in any way. So if you call it a religion, you're an idiot. Number 2, I'm mostly talking about the Ancient Aliens show. I don't like how they flip-flop. You can't. First of all, in order for something to be a scientific theory, it has to have a full set of facts to back it up. That's what a scientific theory is, like the Big Bang Theory. We know the Big Bang happened because the universe is still expanding. It's our best way to explain that. With the Raelian theory, you'll have the main guy who wrote the book, Chariot of the Gods. There you go. And he says he's still a religious man, yet on the show, they clearly try to take things, now I'm an atheist, I don't care, but they take things from the Bible. And they try to say, oh no, it didn't happen like that. It was actually aliens doing this. That wasn't really a tree of knowledge. It was actually the aliens giving human knowledge. See, this is ridiculous. There's no evidence for it, so you can't call it a fucking theory. Number 3. My favorite singer is Chris Cornell. But if someone says, oh hey, I don't like Chris Cornell that much, I'm not going to get offended by that. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're horrible, you hurt my feelings. Or, oh, you know, there are people who get very over-defensive over people they have no connection with. Let's say you have a teenager and they like the movie The Avengers. Or better yet, Justin Bieber. If I say I can't stand Justin Bieber, which I can't, might say, oh, I hate you, you can't be my friend. Really? Because you will never know this person. Right? You will never know this person in your life because they're famous and you don't get to know famous people. That's why they're famous. Yet, they get defensive about it as if it was their own family. That makes no sense to me, yet I see it all the time. Number 2. Okay, ow, that hurt my feelings. That hurt a lot. Okay, number 2. Closed minds. Okay, this is dealing with religion and the occasional politics. Let's throw politics out the window. I discussed that last time, I think. But closed minds versus religion. Now, religious people will always say, oh, I believe in God no matter what. Without a doubt, He is there. Despite the fact that the only way to the Lord is by faith and faith alone. Once again, no facts to back it up. But they will not tell you that there is a possibility that they may be wrong. I don't like this. It's like if you argue with someone ignorant. I had this argument with my parents. The Big Bang, it's a theory, it's a theory. A scientific theory has a full set of facts to back it up. Said this earlier. People don't understand that concept. I don't like people who push their religion down my throat. It's okay to talk about it, just don't preach to me. Please don't fucking preach to me. Number 1, but certainly not least, it's 1:10 in the morning, by the way. Double negatives. Oh my God, I can't stand double negatives. They're everywhere. They're in the songs, they're in albums, they're in song names, even. And people have a bit of a double standard with the double negatives, right? So most people know that if you say, can I not go to the bathroom, you're actually asking to go to the bathroom. That's a double negative, see? But they'll accept something like, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, or that ain't no joke. Really? Because you just fucking said it is a joke. I don't understand the culture for these double negatives. If I blame anything, I blame the media. I blame movies, and I blame music. Because you hear these so many times that people just go and they say them over and over. And honestly, I can't stand it. It's one thing about being a grammar Nazi. Once you think it, you can't unthink it. So, be aware of what a double negative is. And if you continue to use them, just to go shoot yourself or something. Seriously, I can't stand it. Why is it so hard to think logically and understand what the double negative is? Seriously, like, I can't even begin to state how much the double negatives annoy me. But I'm the T-Bone 186, and finally, once again, I can say peace. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Outro.